Have you ever noticed that some things seem to never fully leave you? Not because you're actively pursuing them or you're obsessed, but they just keep showing up. An idea, a dream, a version of yourself, a creative pursuit, a place. You might tell yourself things like, it's unrealistic. I don't really have the money for that right now. I don't really have the time for that. What will so-and-so say? Life gets busy. You put her on the shelf. But somehow, it keeps showing up. At some point, you gotta start, it becomes worth considering that maybe it's not a coincidence. Maybe these things are not showing up to be distractions in your life. Maybe they're showing up to guide you. I like to refer to it as an invitation. You know, not everything will return. There are plenty of interests that come and go. Plenty of ideas that fade. But some things stick with you. Acting stayed for me. Storytelling stayed for me. Being creative stayed for me. Moving to the beach stayed for me. Man, I wanted to move to the beach for 20 years. I'm turning 39 this week. This is being filmed in mid-June. And I wanted to move to the beach for 20 years. Emphasis on, this is not the ocean. This is a lake. Beautiful lake. But I do live 5 minutes from the ocean. I feel so empowered that I finally made it happen. So many of us, when we make a first attempt towards something we feel called to do, if it doesn't work out, we think, well, guess it wasn't my calling, guess it wasn't real. But we only did one strategy, one path, one version, one attempt. And yet we're like, well, guess it was wrong. Maybe it wasn't wrong. Maybe you're not wrong. Maybe the signal was right. The calling was right. Just the strategy you ended up acting toward was the wrong strategy. I got an example for you. So, earlier this year, I felt called to content creation. Go figure. However, and probably that was due to my feeling empowered by my recent move and just wanting to share, feeling called to share stories. However, I felt like I was really busy and I couldn't justify learning a new editing software or a new camera, which I felt would be required for YouTube. So I kind of took the easy route in my brain and mind head, which was TikTok. Because I was like, oh, TikTok, that's just gonna be I just need my phone. It's gonna be little short videos, that'll be easy. So I spent a lot of time researching how to grow on TikTok, and I followed all the instruction. I took it very seriously. I posted 3 times a day for nearly 3 months. And guess what? It was, in the end, not aligned with me. I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have tried it. And sometimes we do that. because, you know, my circumstances where I feel busy, so let me do this, what seems easier, it feels more aligned with me, let me do this. But as you get into it, it always becomes clear what is aligned with you and what's not. So yeah, TikTok ended up like, I felt very unfulfilled by it. I felt very drained by it. And I found myself, even though in the beginning I was feeling like YouTube would be a big lift, a heavy lift. I wasn't like ready for it. And then in the end of TikTok, what do you know? I found myself ready. I found myself preferring to do less quantity but more quality, and to do long form. Because that's really what's aligned with me anyways. Like, I love watching long form YouTube videos. So, but, and I, versus short form, lower quality videos. Like, I felt like doing 3 a day, I felt really controlled by the algorithm. I felt like I was spitting them out, and I just wanted to put more quality into my work. So, yeah, led me to YouTube, and here we are now. A lot of us can get really used to our current reality, to where we're used to our current level of fulfillment, our current level of possibility, our current level of creativity. We begin to think that the version of our life that we are living might be the only one that exists. But these things that are trying to get our attention, they just might be trying to expand your view, to show you another possibility, to introduce you to a version of yourself that you maybe haven't met yet. For me, the idea of acting did not come with a roadmap. The vision of living on the beach did not come with a roadmap. The calling to do YouTube did not come with a roadmap. All I had was a clue. And the understanding came later. So many of us want certainty before we move. We want proof before we take action. But sometimes all we get is a clue. And our job is to pay attention, be paying attention enough to notice it, and to put one foot in front of the other on a path towards it. Emphasis on it may not be the right path. But no matter what, I am a firm believer. The sun's better this way. I am a firm believer that it is never a bad thing. Like, moving forward on a path that might not be the right path, no matter what, you will move forward. Let me be clear. Like, it might not be a straight line. You might do like what I did with TikTok. Yes, I moved forward. Yes, I learned so much about myself and was able to get more laser focused about what was aligned with me and take action towards that. So it was more like a curve. Yeah. But hey, still moving forward. And then by me being able to sharpen that curve because I did this, now I can be more, you know, we're getting there, baby. And that's how it is, and that's what you can look forward to. No matter what, if you take action towards your calling, it will benefit you. So, if you have things that keep showing up, and you keep asking yourself, for years you've been asking yourself, yeah, but what does it all mean? Where is it like leading me exactly? How do I get there? I get it. I can relate. I have asked myself those questions, and I still ask myself a lot of those questions. But looking back, the goal is not to have a roadmap. The goal is to stay curious enough to continue following the clues. Those things that I spoke about multiple times in this video, for me, that changed my life, those didn't arrive in my life fully formed. They arrived super small. I had to be paying attention. It was just a little clue, a feeling, a pull. In fact, emphasis on they didn't make a lot of sense at the time. And they were actually really uncomfortable. They seemed like very large, wild endeavors to consider. So, if things keep showing up for you, keep returning, maybe the question isn't, where is this leading me? Where is this leading me? Maybe the question is, what happens if I stop resisting? Because these things, they're not expecting you to be fully certain about them. They're just asking you to give them a chance. A little curiosity. A little exploration. Even if the only thing you can see in front of you is the next breadcrumb. My name's Kirsten. Welcome to my channel. On my channel, I focus on how to build a life that lights you up. Hope you got something useful out of that. I'm going to show you some shots of nature before I go into the woods. And I got one more message for you when we get into the woods. It's an important one. It's unique. So, hope you stick around. Alright, appreciate you. Welcome to the woods. So I just want to let you guys know, so today is video 11 that I just filmed today. I have not, well, before today I had not posted any of them. I've been building a library. Very strategic, patient, following my intuition process, considering I have no feedback from you guys yet. However, uniquely, today, June 14th, I posted my first video at 9 a.m. this morning. It is currently like 6 p.m. and I literally like put tape over every clock in my home because I was like, I don't want to know what time it is. I don't want to be thinking about like, do I have any views? Do I have 1 million views? Have all my fans shown up? Oh man. So yeah, I like covered all my clocks and was just like zenned out today. I was just like working on what I was gonna do for this video and just kind of, you know, keeping it chill. Did laundry, watered a bunch of plants. But yeah, when I parked here, it's funny, if I'm in YouTube like watching another video, it like showed my video underneath it. I'm like, bro, to YouTube, I'm like, I don't want to see that. I want to wait a lot more hours before I see that. Anyway, I saw I had 9 views so far. About 9 hours in, I have 9 whole views. That's right. Imagine what things will be by the time you see this video. Who knows? But yeah, YouTube's like just getting to know me. It has no idea like what my content is. I'm a brand new channel. Today was my first video that I posted. One of those views was probably myself. But yeah, and this weekend was crazy because I like planned on doing that, like launching today. And then yesterday I was trying to upload the video and I realized my internet was like apparently incredibly crappy. Like my upload speed was horrendous. And it turned into like a 6-hour process of me having to change internet providers and go pick up hardware for a new provider and set it all up and give it a go again. Try to upload it again. Fingers crossed. And it worked out. But talk about like being in a positive space. Like, yeah, I'm gonna launch tomorrow. Burp-a-doo. And then the one thing that gets in your way is something that's completely out of your control. Like my internet wouldn't work right. That's so how it happens. I've ran into that like multiple times on this journey. I'm like in a good headspace and then whoopsh. So I just like stayed, I stayed so zen through that whole thing, and I just kept being like, everything, my mantra, everything is unfolding in exactly the right way at exactly the right time. Woo-saw, baby. My camera cut me off. It does that sometimes. For no reason. Just do-do-do-do. Speaking of technology messing with me. But yeah, woo-saw, baby. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your time. I just really want to drive that home, how grateful I am that you spend your time with me. I love spending my time with you, and I'm so excited to get to start hearing from y'all. Let me know what you think below. Let me know if you got questions, if you got things you want me to talk about. Happy to hear it. I'm here for it. This is such a magical journey, and it's my birthday week. Good vibes all around. Okay, well, guess I'll let you go. I just love talking to you so much. Alright, you guys, have a good one. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.